Proverbs 28, verse 5, it says, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek her, the one Yahweh, understand all things. Right, giving all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rechaha Kodash. Alright. Honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and other like-minded elders in Israel that teach well, by whom I learned this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Shalom Barakim to the hope for the elect house of David, and salutation to you, Akim, that are laboring, ministering week in, week out, making your bodies a living sacrifice unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in all truth and sincerity. And this the brother Daniela, back with a real quick hit for the spirit. And yeah, just meditating on a few things, and spirit hit me just to bring out this quick hit, man. So I'm not gonna make it long, but Lord willing is edifying in some way, shape, or form. Right, and the reason I brought out this in Proverbs 28th chapter, I read it again. Proverbs 28:5 says, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek her are the one Yahweh understand all things. So you know, we've been given the gift of understanding that which is the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, right? Those of us that the Heavenly Father have called into this ministry, right, into the faith, we have a level of understanding that these people in the world don't, right? And this is where we're blessed to understand things that they won't understand, right? And you have that saying in the world, or what people tend to say a lot in the world, should I say, is, you know, oh, you don't understand me, no one understands me, you know. Typically, you know, you hear it a lot from, you know, teenagers, you know, teenagers, women, men too, but, you know, typically like teenagers and women. Oh, no one understands me, you don't understand me. But the thing is, sometimes people won't understand you, right? And they won't agree because they don't understand, right? But then there's sometimes where somebody can understand you, right? Even better than you understand yourself at times, but yet they don't agree with you. Now that's the difference. People tend to think that because you don't agree with them, that you don't understand them or understand where they're coming from. But that's not always the case. And this is what people don't understand. They get those two words twisted, man. They get them misconstrued, you know. Understanding and agreeing are two different things. And just because somebody doesn't agree with you, that don't mean they don't understand you. You know? And, you know, it's a, you know, like I say, just something that was on my spirit, you know, because this is something you hear a lot, man. You know, no one understands. No one understands me. Well, guess what, man? Not everyone's always gonna understand that. But those that do understand you, they haven't got to agree with you. And just because they don't, that doesn't mean that they don't understand you. Right? You know, Lord willing, you know, what I'm saying makes sense. You know. But let me read it again anyway. Proverbs 28:5 says, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek her are the one understand all things. So we've been given, again, the understanding of what the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is, man, through his word. And this is why a lot of the time we that have been given this truth tend to understand people better than they understand themselves. But that don't mean we're going to agree with you, though. That don't mean we're going to agree with you, so don't get it twisted. You know, so yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, Lord, like I said, just a quick hit. Something I was meditating on, something I hear a lot. You know, and just for people to kind of think about when they say that. Right? So yeah, until the next one, as always, giving all praises, honor, and infinite glory unto Yahweh. Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Waha, Recha Kodash, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, and Shalom to the elect.